Well, hello, hello, hello. It is time for eSeniors GT2 Championships today. Actually, I was going to say GT3 World Championships. That's the name of our club. But today it is GT2 Sprint from IMOLA. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome everyone to the stream. We are going to be going live in a second or two. And it is GT2 cars today. I'm going to go straight to the standings. Let's just do that right now, and I'll try and be very professional in my switches today. There we go. There is our standings. In first place, John Saunders. I haven't quite taken a peek. Maybe I'll take a peek today. I'll take a little peek here right now to make sure we got, yes, John is racing today. So John Saunders is in a commanding lead in first place with 318 points. He has 3 first place finish that qualify for the standings. So look at that. Impossible to get better than that. In second place, Stephen Howells with 288. He has 2 second place finishes, which gets him into the second place. But he is hot on his trail is Mircea Paunoff with 282 points. 3 third place finishes for Mircea. Look at that. He's the bridesmaid. Always third places. That's the Canadian gold bronze medal. There you go. In fourth place, Laszlo Nemeth with 264 points. All his races have counted so far. He's had a 9th in there. That's why he's got a little bit of a hill to climb with 264 points to try to get into third into the podium. Jonathan Wood, we all know him, we all love him. There he is. He's got 358 points, so he could climb today. And 6th, Terry Throwbridge with 243 points. So there we go. That is our standings. We've got 4 minutes left to go. What am I going to show you on the screen here? What will I show you? I will just go back to my nice mug. Hold on. Since I don't get to show my face, we've got a few people on the stream. Announce yourself, say hello, tell me how the volumes are throughout the race, and I'll try and remember to turn the race sound on for a change. I'm always forgetting to hit my buttons here for the right audio at the right time. So yeah, GT2 Sprint should be interesting today at Imola. As we know, these GT2 cars are quite fast. A lot of people talking about that on the stream this week, about how fast these cars are. It's going to be mostly the Maserati championship again today, although we have 3 KTM cars. We'll get to that in a second. But these cars are pretty quick. I'm expecting that Imola is going to be an interesting track for GT2 cars because of some of these corners, but also some nice long straights for them to play with. We should be starting qualification in a second or two. While I'm at it, I forgot my script again, but we'll talk about our wonderful sponsors today again. 3D Sim, purveyors of fine equipment for simulation racers. Syndeo, experts in security and voice protocols for businesses. Last but not least, Castle and Cauldron, providers of event paraphernalia, especially that Stephen Mike's magic wands. I need a magic wand to improve my times. Yes, I do. And look at the back behind me there. That's my official Red Bull t-shirt, jersey from my F1 race. F1 season has started. Isn't that wonderful? I'm sure everybody watched Drive to Survive. Just finished it in time for the race this week. So back in the F1 circuit, I'm sure we'll be talking about that. So qualification is going to start very, very shortly. And we have a big group today. So there's going to be some new names we're going to see. 16 drivers. You'll see that in 1 second. I don't want to jump to there until they start out on the track because it's kind of boring, and I might have to do some adjustments before that. But if you're new here, hello, Terry T. Terry Throwbridge is listening to us. Yes. I assume that's Terry T. You're not racing today, Terry. How come? But anyway, what was I going to say? We are a group of simulation drivers. And I forgot, remember, simulation driving is a sport, so that makes us athletes. We are a group of over 50-year-old race simulation racing enthusiasts, and join us in our group by looking at our website that's on the screen right now, and join us and race with us. Even if you don't get into the actual leagues, you can race with us at any time at noon. 2 p.m. Eastern North American time. We are just about ready. There we go. Green light. That means that we are ready to start racing. I'm going to switch over to the race stream right now. There we go. And yes, who is going to be out first? Let me take a peek. Number 60. Who is that number 60? 60. That's 69. Is that Merche? Is Merche out first? Yes, he is. Number 69. I read that wrong. So there he is. Mr. Merche Paunoff in third place. I called him the bridesmaid today, didn't I? Sorry about that, Merche, if you didn't like that. But that's... you can't. Third place is always great, but it is third place. So, who have we got today? We have got 16 drivers. We've got our top guys. I'm going to put up the standings on my screen here just so I can see during the race. If I want to get to those, just give me a second. So John Saunders in first place. John, is he here? Is he here today? I don't see him on the screen. Oh, I see him on the screen. Where is he? There he is in fifth. Stephen Howells. Stephen Howells is there. And Merche is there. Laszlo is there. Jonathan Wood. Do we have Jonathan today? I don't see Jonathan. All right, so Jonathan is not here today. Didn't start a couple races ago either. So he's not going to climb in the standings. And third is Terry Throwbridge, and he is on the stream. And I just asked him why he wasn't racing, so we'll find out if he responded there. If I can get that screen back up again. I can't find my... There we are. He is multitasking today. Okay, that means he's not racing. That means he's probably working. Anyway, let's go. So we got a time. Have we got any times up here? Not quite yet. Where is Merche on the list? Let's get some good camera angles here. Merche must be just coming around here. What are the corner names? Tosa. Yes, we are. This is the last corner. He should be setting the standard right about now. IMOLA, nice track, fun track. Should be, like I said, fun track. Oh, he didn't get a time in for his first round. He is at Paratella. Yeah, he's got a long way to go yet before he sets a time. Has nobody set a time yet? Not yet. Well, this must be his outlap. I'm rambling on here and not catching, seeing what's going on. So this is his first hot lap. Very alta. Oh, he's hitting those curbs. I don't know if that's a smart move with these cars. I'm not sure if you lose tire pressure with these GT2 cars on curbs. There, we got a lot of people on the stream. Good morning, good afternoon now, I guess, 12:03 my time here in Mountain Time Zone. Hi, Dimitri. Yeah, what's up is right. Aaron Shannon. Willie is on too. No, GT3s are not allowed in this race. This is a GT2 championship. And we have one less race than the GT3s because those cars were released late. So there we go. Everything good on the volume, guys? And Merche's did set. I missed him there. He set the opening lap. So now we've got the laps coming in. 142 for Merche. He's got the fastest lap right now. None of our bosses here. Let me get on with Saunders, our leader. in that nice green car. He is Tarambella. Haven't had much time and I practiced myself. There's Stephen Howell, just went up into the podium. Fastest lap for Stephen. I'm just following Saunders here. See if he's going to jump in. And as you notice, all Maserati. Oh no, we have a few extra cars here. We've got a few extra names. We've got Mr. Paul Rankin with a KTM. Krister's in the KTM as usual. Benny Himes in the KTM. And we've got Derek in his trusty Porsche. So where did Saunders end up? Still hasn't got a valid lap. Okay, we're going to get off of him then. He can't perform. You're not going to get airtime. I'm going to put up the personal bests now. Session best. The deltas. There we go. Now you're going to see the deltas from their best lap. So Stewart's improving his. Saunders. No, I don't see why he doesn't. I don't think he has a valid lap in yet. So anyway, we got Steve Howells is our leader right now. Significant lean over Derek in second place. Oh, there's John. John has just showed up. There he is. 140.9. Whew. I knew he'd come in. Almost a full second ahead of everybody else. He has got that Maserati dialed in. All right, let's see who's got something going here. Laszlo's got a lap going. Let me find him. There he is. Laszlo. Just setting myself up nicely for my screens. I watch one screen and have to hit the keys on another one. Steve Howells, he's got a good lap going. He's going to improve. He's 0.3. On the Villeneuve variante, where Villeneuve had his big accident, I think. Didn't do my little history read-up on IMOLA today. Oh, Steve has lost all his time. He's going into Paratella now. So that lost his time. Who else has got a good time? Oh, Benny Himes got a good time going. Let's just find Benny here. Whoa, just went over a curb. He is in a KTM, improving his time by half a second. That'll jump him a little bit in the standings. Let's see. Everybody's put in some pretty good times here. So they're not improving too much. 15-minute quali, 30-minute race today, no pit stops. That KTM's quite a cool little car. Let's see if we can get a better view of it. I lost my, still haven't been able to get back my starting grid view, but the KTM's a pretty cool car. Let's look like matte painting on Benny's car. It's pretty cool looking. Accentuates how short that nose is. Obviously the KTM's a rear wheel engine. Willie, you haven't really tried the GT. You should try the GT3 cars. It's kind of fun to drive. All right, what do we got going here? Howells, 0.2. Let's go back on with Steve. He's improving his time a little bit, as is Saunders. But looks like Saunders is going to run away with this one. 6 minutes left into the qualification. He has got a huge lead. Oh, you can hear the tires there on Steven's car squealing a little bit. I mean, they told us that the GT2 cars wouldn't have a lot of grip compared to the GT3s. I mean, they don't have as much downforce, technically. Oh, Steve's got a great track. Good timing. Look at this, 0.7. Actually, he's going to challenge the pole position here. If he can get some good times and he's running into a little traffic, I might even be Saunders ahead of him. Oh, he lost some of that time. Oh, that's... What am I saying? No, he doesn't have traffic. Or did he pass that guy? Might have passed that guy. Yeah, that didn't. He lost a little bit of his time there, but he had it. He had it going there for a while, but looks like Saunders improved on his time. You can't hear his engine sounds too much. That's why I'm in a different. Watch when I put it in cockpit mode. Sounds will increase, but if I'm going to be in TV view quite a bit, I'll increase the sounds for you guys. I'll just have to talk louder over the when I go into cockpit. All right, well, not much happening in terms of the positioning here. We've got 4 minutes left. Who is close in terms of time? Terry. Actually, Terry Throwbridge has got a good time going. He's going to challenge Derek for the 3rd place in the. He just lost it there. He just lost that time. But Derek Burden, that Porsche, he's got it cooking. He's got a 3rd place. He's ahead of a lot of Maseratis there. So yeah, they should get a little bit better a sound now out of the a little bit better sound there for these TV views. Tell me if that's a bit better. Don't hear the cars at all. Oh my God! I must have hit a button there on it. That's where now you're hearing the cars. I'm sure. I must have hit a button by mistake there, and then lost all the car sounds. Should be getting a lot more right now. Sorry about that, guys. You get what you pay for when you have do these streams, guys. We don't get paid. All right. Ooh, Merche's pulling off a good lap here. That will get him into 3rd place if he can hold on to it. Where is he at? Paratella. So he's got half the lap to go. If he can hang on here, he's got a 2nd now. Ooh, that will definitely get him into 3rd place because Derek's in the pits right now. Way to go, Merche. Let's go. Familiar red. A familiar red livery for him. We always see Merche in red. Should try to interview Merche. He might have interesting things to say. He's been with us for a long time. Yeah, now it's good. Sorry about that, guys. Sounds are better. I always need the feedback from you because I forget sometimes. Here we go. Rivazza. He is coming up on the start-finish line here. He's going to be in 3rd place for sure. Good job, Merche. There he goes into 3rd place. Derek, come on out. There's Derek right behind him. I think Derek's coming out. There he is. He's going to try and get back in there. He is in 3rd place with that interval is from the interval you're seeing on the screen is from the leader's time. So yeah. Oh, Krister just jumped into 1st place. He jumped ahead of Krister. Had a hell of a lap. Woo! In that KTM. Yes. Nice job. Let's go back to manufacturers for a second here. No, I don't want to do that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if Terry's in a KTM or not. Let's just take a quick peek here. Where are you, Terry? Where's your car? No, he's not in the KTM. He's in a Maserati, but that KTM in 4th place. What a job, Krister. Krister just loves that KTM. How much practicing he does on the GT2 car. Let's get Krister on the screen. Well, Krister's in the pit right now. There he is. I think he's in that yellow car. Coming down to the last few laps here. Qualification. There's a 1.5 minutes left. A lot of guys giving up. You can notice. Who has got a time going here? Terry's got a time that will get him into 5th place if he can hang on. There he is. Coming across. He's going to get into 5th. Oh, better than that. He's into 4th. He just unseated Krister. Ooh. We've got some good times coming in at the end here. Bruce Hopkins. He is up by 0.2. That'll jump him one spot at least above Jeremy. Look at that. That's another KTM there. So we got some KTMs in the top 10. Good job. Yeah, Willie, I love the look of the GT4 KTM also. It's got that nice nose. It's a fun car to drive. I've tried that one. Oh, there's something else going on here. Bruce has got an amazing time going. Here's Bruce. Well, we've been watching Bruce. 0.4. That got him into 8th place ahead of Jeremy by quite a bit. And up here, Merche's still out there. Merche is still out there. He had a little bit of a time going. He's got a ways to go yet. What does he need? He needs he needs 0.4 of a second. Is he going to be able to pull it off to get into 2nd place? But some familiar faces here in the top 3, isn't that? Sanders, Howells, and Paunoff. Let's just watch Merche. He's going to need to do a lot of work here. I don't think he's going to make it unless he has an astounding few corners here. Show a different view. Here he goes. Nope, not going to do it. That is not going to do it. So I'm expecting, it looks like our podium here is a few guys still out on track, but they're not making much progress. So I'm going to switch to another view because it doesn't look that great in between. It's not look that great, so you get to look at my face once more. Here we go. So our podium is going to be John Saunders, Steve Howell, and Merche Paunoff. Let me go back and look at our standings once more, just to remind myself. So, our podium is exactly what our top 3 are. John Saunders, Steve Howell, and Merche Paunoff are our leaders in the league, and that's who has the podium. That's our podium today. So this is looking to be a lot like F1 here, always the same guys in the same places. I just finished watching qualification just before I got on here, so I will not say, for you guys who haven't seen the quali today. Hey, and remember today quali for the race is Friday quali and a Saturday race. Somebody was mentioning on the stream that or on Discord that they didn't notice that the race is not on a Sunday, it's on a Saturday. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Could be something to do with Ramadan or something like that. But yeah, the race is tomorrow and quali was today. There's some familiar faces, but there's some surprises in the quali. So yeah, it'd be good one to watch. How did I lose my chat? Oh, there's the chat up here. Hold on. Chat back up. What did you guys think of Drive to Survive? That was pretty good this year, though they kind of ignored Verstappen, I found, and the Red Bull guys in the whole series. I just finished it yesterday. We need a Drive to we need a YouTube. We got to alert YouTube to the trials and tribulations of GT3. I think we've got lots of stories in our history that they could jump on, and I'm sure it would make great watching on TV. So yeah, IMOLA with GT2. Oh, other news from the club. We have decided on the next season, so watch for that announcement coming out soon. I can have a little bit of a spoiler. We will be having an endurance race after the season is over, either right away or a couple of weeks later. So you guys start getting your teams ready for the endurance race. We will be having one between our seasons, so look forward to that, and the announcement for the tracks will be coming out soon. So we've got about a minute before we are going to start the race here, so hang tough. Somebody's asking some stuff on the McLennan did not qualify. He is our 16th driver. Don't think he got a qualification time, so he is in last place. And let me remind you, we have a new fella. Looks like he's from Quebec. His name is Paul Rankin. You'll be seeing him on the tower. And that is a new racer with us. I think Jeremy was talking about him. What else can we talk about? No Mercedes. No, just a Porsche. I don't know what the Mercedes GT2 problem was. But no Mercedes is there.
30 seconds.
All right, we've got 30 seconds to go before the session is going to start. So let me get everything ready here.
20 seconds.
And I'm going to switch over to the track stream. There we go. There is our starting lineup. We'll go through the starting grid as soon as let me get the tower going here. I'm going to give you manufacturers for a while just for fun. And I will give you race gaps here. There we go. So there's our manufacturers again. 4 KTM cars. I forgot that the new fellow, Mr. Paul Rankin, is also got a in KTM. So let's just go here. Let's go through the starting grid. And number 1 in our hearts, number 1 in the race, and number 1 in the league is Mr. John Saunders in the green Maserati. Second is Steve Howell. Did it change? Let me look here. There he is. There's Steve in his little livery. Excuse me. Third is our favorite, Mircea Poundoff in the number 69 car with his familiar red livery. Terry Throwbridge is in 4th. Let me see if I can get a better view of his car. We're going to wait till we get a little bit of a better view before we switch. We got lots of time here. Let's see if we get a better view in that. Here they come. And that guy wiggling behind there is in 5th place, Mr. Christer Hort in the first KTM. Christer had a great quali. And our favorite, one of my favorites anyway, is Derek Bird in his Porsche. He's got that Porsche dialed in. Hope he owns a Porsche. He's pretty good at it. Uwe Tulen in 7th place. Bruce Hopkins in 8th place. That is him in the red KTM. Billy Stewart, always fun to watch racing, in the green Maserati. Jeremy Arrobas. Let's get to wait for his car to come into focus. Where is he? There he is in that white and green car. There he is right there, 137. Andrew Ambro in the 11th place. There he is in that white car. Benny Heim in a 12th. And he is in a KTM also. We were watching him earlier, weren't we? Laszlo Nemeth. He's in that black and red striped car. There we go. Frank, you're mentioning why is there only 3 different cars manufacturers? Because that Maserati is an amazing car. The other ones have a hard time keeping up with it. We are in 14th place is Danny Britos. Paul Rankin is in 15th. That's a new fella. We're going to get ready for the race here. And Mr. McLennan is last. He didn't get to qualify. Here we go with John Saunders. Let's hit the helicam. Got to go through the last corner. Nope, we're just getting on the straight now. Here we go, getting ready for the start. As we know, John had some great times. If he gets out to a start, Steve and Mircea might have to do something on that first chicane to get ahead of John. That's about their only chance, I think.
Green light.
Here we go, green light. Wait, we're racing. Looks like Steve and Mircea are neck and neck. Hang on, these are usually great starts. But we're going to stick with it through the chicane with Mircea and Steve. Looks like Mircea's going to maybe make it. No, Steve's got the inside track. Here we go. Oh, now Murchie's got the inside lane. Oh, he backed off there. He backed off there. Let's just see, make sure everybody else got through good. I don't see any yellow flags. Here we go. Let's just see through here, through the chicane with these guys. Everybody's being very respectful. Very good. All right, let's go back to the front. There is Steve Howells. John is out there by himself. Let's just quickly look into some cockpits here. This is Steve. He's looking at the leader there, and Murche, he is looking at the second place guy. So there's some gaps opened up already. You can see the race gaps there up on top, but Mr. Terry Throwbridge is right behind Murche. That's not too loud, and you can hear me over top of the cars. And let's look at some other gaps here. Further down the piece, we've got Andrew Ambro chasing there. Oh, and up ahead, lots going on. I think there was just a change in position. I'll have to see if I can see anything there. Thought I saw a change, but all three of these guys are on board with Krister. He is the two KTMs battling it out. Don't take each other out. You're on the same team, boys. And Derek's not far behind, so this is our race right now. There's Derek trying to make a move on Krister. Looks like he's got the momentum big time on that KTM. Way to go, Bird. The Birdman. And up ahead, looks like Hopkins is trying to take a piece out of Uwe. Oof, that's a lot. Helicam's way up there. Let's try and see if we get here. So this is for 5th and 6th place. We got a bit of a gap opening up at the top, although Steven looks like he's hanging in there. But look at all these cars together here. I'm going to stick with Bruce here on Uwe through Paratella. Geez, that KTM, that front wheel is so far forward on that car. Oh, Uwe just lost it. Just lost it. Let's go to Helicam a little bit there and go for a bit of a replay. We're in replay mode now. So he just lost it going into that corner, and then he took the other car out. We were following him, were we not? Hang on, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, just hit the throttle. Now there, that's, oh, too bad. That was oh, and somebody else hit them. There was a whole bunch of stuff went on there. All right, we're back out of replay here. So there was a lot of action there. This leaderboard has not caught up yet. We're on with Bird. And Laszlo is the next guy challenging, but that was unfortunate. Looked like Bruce just hit the throttle a little too hard there. All right, let's go through the board. Well, is Laszlo gonna make anything happen here? Let me go to the TV cam before I take off and go through the tower. Laszlo's right up on Billy Stewart. All these guys are in a train here. So let me quickly go down the top here. We have got John Saunders in the lead, a second ahead of Steve Howells, but Steve's still in the mix here. He's still in the mix. Let's look at best times. Saunders put in a 141.92 for his best time, and he's leading that. He's got the best time. Steve Howells is behind 142.2, so he's got 0.3 of a second up on Saunders. Or Saunders got 0.3 of a second up on him. And next is Murche. He can still see the leaders. Terry Throwbridge is back by 3 seconds. Derek Bird is quite a bit further back yet too. So there's a bit of a gap there between 4th and 5th. But after that, we've got, oh, Laszlo just went off. Just went off. We'll do a little bit of a quick review there for that replay. Oh, just missed. Okay, just missed that. He hit the wall pretty hard. He hit the wall pretty hard there. right, we're back on. Let's go back live to where were we? We've got Derek. It was Derek I was at, and Krister is behind him by 1.4 seconds. Lots of gaps opening up here. Andrew Ambro in 7th. Get a better view here. Billy Stewart in 8th. Followed by Jeremy, not that far behind. 2 seconds behind, actually. And looks like Benny Heim is up on him. So although the gaps look pretty big on the numbers there, when you see it on the track, they're not that far behind. Let's just see here. Benny is trying to get after Jeremy. You know, that was a bit of a curse there. Jeremy went wide, slid through there. You can see a little bit about the grip that these two guys these types of cars have in GT2. You get a little bit more drifting than you see in GT3. Kevin Torrance. I did not retract that message from Kevin, by the way. That's him retracting his message. I didn't see what he had up there. There's no editorializing going on here, boys. Looks like Benny is really going to get after Jeremy here. Is the biggest chase right now. But look at Merche. Merche is on a great lap here. He is looks like, from what I can see, he was in close there for a second. It's only a second behind. And it looked like Saunders had a bit of a slide up ahead, and Howells caught up a little bit. All right, let's get back to Benny and Jeremy. And did he pass Jeremy? Oops, sorry, I hit the wrong button here. I'm confused over what buttons to hit. I'm watching on one screen and I have to change the camera on another. So Benny is all over Jeremy. Let's just go to TV screen for a bit. There we are. Benny is that red car, and Jeremy's the white one ahead. But further back here, it looks like there's some pretty close racing going on right here. Danny Britos and Laszlo. I believe Laszlo is that red car. Yeah, Laszlo is right there behind Britos, and Laszlo had some good pace, we remember. What is his best time? 144, whereas Danny's is 145. So yeah, so Britos, not sure how much he hit that wall a while ago, but it looks like he's going to be one of the guys who is going to try and make this happen. He goes through variant Alta. He's just lining him up. Let's go in the pit. Let's go in the bonnet, the cockpit here with him. Right here. There we go. See how those cars slide? Somebody's mentioning wheel movement seems strange on the KTM. We'll go into a cockpit in a minute once we get a chance here to see this battle here a little bit between Laszlo and Daniel Britos. Everybody else is here we go. He's got some momentum coming through here, coming through Variante Tarambello. This is going to be interesting. What kind of braking points have they got? Oh, up ahead, that is McLennan, just went off. I'm going to stick with this for a second or two. This McLennan just went off. I don't know how much Mike practices his GT2's. Great driver, but he just lost it there. We saw that. So he's back on track. This is definitely the battle. Here he goes. Here we go. Let's go to Helicam. He's right up on Danny. He's going to pass him sooner or later, I think. Unless there's something happens. I know Laszlo was the one I think that had the trouble earlier on. And he's got lots of understeer, yeah. Yeah, lots of Maseratis here, isn't there, folks? Krister is taking with Bird. Just quickly jump over to Krister here. He's sticking with Derek, so there's Krister just loves these GT2 cars. Back to Laszlo. Krister's about one of the closest gaps there. Krister's doing a great job today, 6th place. Here we go. They got the same kind of car, the same acceleration. Not going to make up too much time in the straight. Wow. Laszlo took a totally different line, and Britos is off. He went off. He's got to lose some momentum there, didn't he? Oh, did not lose that much. Oh, here he goes. Yeah, he feels bad. He went off there, Danny did, and felt he got an advantage from that, so he lifted and let Laszlo by. So that's that. Let's go back to the top here. We've got Merche, who is the one that's the closest. Let's take a quick peek in the cockpit to see what he's looking at. He can see Steve Howell, so this is still doable here. He's only 2 seconds ahead. Looks like Saunders has pulled away a little bit on Stephen Howells. There he goes. You can see him way up in the distance here, but Merche knows he can get that happen. Oh, something happened to Stewart. Where am I on with Stewart? Yes, so I'm going to go back 30 seconds. He was off for a second or so. Put the replay button up here. Just see what happened to him. There's a yellow flag for him for a second. Looks like it was an unforced error. I don't know if he lost a position or not. Hang on, we went back 30 seconds, so what happened? Oh, there he got unsettled by that curb. He wasn't going that fast, so he was able to. Oh, he did lose a spot to Benny Heim, 2 spots. So that is Billy. And we are back live. Yeah, Billy lost a couple of spots there. Where are we in gaps? Derek Bird. He is pushing up against Krister. So yes, let's just go in Derek's car for a bit. See him chasing that KTM. And let's somebody was mentioning the KTM's inputs. Let's just jump on with Krister here and see what kind of steering issues he has. But that steering wheel on, we don't see much of the dashboard there, but it looks like a very interesting steering wheel. Here's Krister going through Alta. Derek's fallen a little bit behind now. There's Derek, yeah, he fell behind. He did make some mistake somewhere. He was closer than that. He lost a whole second. Let's just see what he's got to do. Look at this. Listen to those tires scream. You got to be thinking that with the less grip, that we got lots of wear and tear on tires for these GT2 cars. Oh, Laszlo is really catching up to Billy Stewart here. That gap was a little over a second a minute ago. So Stewart might have had a problem. Let's just see what's going on here between these two Maseratis. We've got 15 minutes to go in the race, so this is only halfway. Laszlo hits that curb. Up ahead we see Benny Heim and Jeremy still at it. These 4 cars are definitely in play. See, Laszlo's taking those curbs, cutting those corners. He is up on Billy big time. Listen to that tire scream. Listen to those tires scream. But as usual, you know, in these GT2 races, it seems like we open up a lot of gaps. You know, they're all the same cars. Seems like setups are important, I guess. Driver skill obviously is too, but we've got all sorts of guys that are pretty good drivers, and they're all over different places. But Laszlo really is sticking with Billy Stewart, and Benny is still after Jeremy. Here we are here. It's a KTM car. You can see the other two guys in the background. Let's see what Benny's cockpit looks like. I believe. I wondered whether or not the game had different views for cockpits. Doesn't look like they do. There we go. And ooh, looks like Laszlo's making some inroads here. He is right up on Benny Heim, on Stewart, I should say. Let's go in his cockpit. I love watching cockpit views when they're chasing each other. I'll flip to something else after. Oh, looks like he's got something here. I think it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Billy's gotta be feeling the pressure. Laszlo. Just stick with this one. Something's bound to happen sooner or later here. Let me look at Laszlo's best time, 1:43.2. Billy Stewart's half a second slower on his best time, but those are still two pretty good times. Just trying to see if Laszlo gets by Billy. Yeah, he'd be able to make up some time with on the next car, which is Benny Heim, because his times are a little slower too. So once Laszlo gets by here, if he does, we lost a little bit there. Way to go, Billy. Not succumbing to the pressure. Talking too much here. I'm just setting a few things up for interviews. Oh, this battle's getting great though. Watch these four cars. Let me get off here and put you a TV view. Look at these four. Oh, Billy! Watch yourself, Billy. He is under tremendous pressure here. Just amazing that this is, and Jeremy too is under some pressure from Benny. Here we go there. So these four cars are definite. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. A little bit of a tap. Oh, let's watch that pass again. Let's watch that pass. Let's go back 30 seconds here. Watch it from the helicam. Oh, what happened there? We lost something here. We lost something. Oh, I had something set up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Quick, Mike, get out of this. Get out of this. Cancel. Transition. Sorry about that. This is the pass. Here we go. There's the pass. Nicely done. A little tap. A little racing incident kind of thing. But that's a great job there. That's a great job. Sorry about that. That was something. Here we're back off replay onto live action. And what happened? Billy Stewart is way back there. Now let's just see if Laszlo can catch up to the guys ahead of him, Benny Heim and Jeremy. So this could be interesting. There's 10 minutes left. Lots of time. Lots of time. As you can see, look at that. He's opened up a gap there to Billy Stewart. Billy was... ooh, Bruce Hopkins behind is doing something here. He is trying to get ahead of Danny Britos again. Bruce has been off a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken. But Billy is going to or Laszlo I should say, is going to catch up with these two guys ahead. Let's go back on with Laszlo. I will catch up with the leaders in a bit. Caught me preparing my podium graphic here. Just finish that off so I can get going. Try to do 3 things at once. When I hit that replay button, it did the wrong thing. So where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We are with Laszlo, who is catching up with Benny. Benny's fallen a little bit behind to Jeremy. Maybe he's looking in his rear view mirror a little bit and seeing how this Maserati of Laszlo is up. So now we're going to have a little bit of a manufacturer's battle with Laszlo catching up. Ooh, look at that behind there. Billy Stewart went off. Oh, we got some excitement going off with Bruce here and Britos. They're getting close together also. But the big one here is for 10th and 9th place. Jeremy had a little bit of trouble, I think, because Benny caught up with him. But Laszlo is the one chasing Benny down. His last lap was 1:43.3, whereas Benny's was 1:44.6. He had a little bit of a trouble there. So this is inevitable, I think, that Laszlo is going to be right up in behind on Henny. There he is now, right up behind him. Let's see if he can catch him. Going through Alta. Let's try and see where he has better lines. Now the KTM's light, as we know. The Maserati is heavier. Ooh, Laszlo went off a little bit there into the dirt. He lost some time, didn't he? So I'm not sure where the KTM has an advantage. Let's see if he's making any headway on the straight. Because the nice thing about this is that we have live timing here. Bruce is still right up behind on Daniel. Sorry, I'm following the... Oh, looks like Andrew Ambrose just went off for a second here. And it did not look like he lost anything in terms of places. So that's okay. There, I saw a quick little flag there. Bruce is still trying to get on to Daniel. Laszlo is right behind again on Benny. Huge pressure here. There he goes. He's going to make the move. Let's go to Helicam. Oh, he tried to make that move. Didn't work. Here comes again. To Peralta. He's looking on the inside. But Benny's having none of it. He just shut him down there. He had to lay off. Going through a Minerale. Laszlo's doing a great job of defensive driving, isn't he? Both of them going over those curbs. Nice job. Oh, and Laszlo went a little wide and lost that little there. That KTM he's driving the ass off of that KTM, Benny, and staying ahead of a guy who's got almost a half a second better lap time than him. He's giving us a lesson in defensive driving, Benny is. Yeah, that was a good job of backing out. You're right. There could have happened. Something could have happened there. This is a good job these two are having. Oh, here's Benny. Laszlo taking another pass. Oh, they touched. Hang on. Laszlo, don't give up. All right, that was good. That was fun racing there. Oh, hit the throttle a little too much. Hang on. Come on, Laszlo, get with it. Oh, too bad. He just got a little bit anxious to get back there. Oh, and he went into the pits. Oh. All right, well, we got another battle there. That was interesting. He should have just tried to coast through that dirt and get back on track. I don't know why he went into the pits there. He didn't hit anything. Maybe he got tired. All right, so that leaves us with 4 minutes left. Quite a few gaps. This is the only close gap here. So let's just go down the leaderboard here. Let me find a good view. And let's see, John. At the back end of John Saunders' cars. He's in our lead. He is our leader by 6 seconds on Stephen Howell. So he's just going through the motions. Steve Howell's got a firm grip on second. Well, Murchie's back there, only a couple of seconds behind. He's been looking at that same gap the whole race, I think. Terry Throwbridge way back. There's a big gap between these guys. Terry is in 4th place with a significant lead over Krister in the first KTM. 5 seconds. He's just barreling along. He was being challenged by Derek a while ago in the Porsche, but he has pulled away from Derek, who's got an 8-second lead over Andrew Ambro. There's a beautiful show of his livery. And a 4-second lead for him over Jeremy. But Benny Heim's not very far behind, so if there's any fatigue going on here, that is the one that may change before the end of the race. Billy Stewart in 10th place, 3 seconds back. Danielle Britos in 11th place, 3 seconds back also. Mike McLennan in that familiar, what is that color? Some sort of blue, purple, and orange wheels. He always has the same livery. And he is, Bruce Hawkins went into the pits. Where is Paul Rankin? What is the guy I missed? Mr. Rankin is our new member. He's sticking in there. He's 20 seconds behind McLennan, but he's hanging in there. Bruce Hawkins looks like he's came out of the pits. I'm not sure why he went in the pits. Maybe he had to serve a penalty. Did I miss? Was Bruce way back there? Maybe that's why he went to... Well, no, he teleported to the pit. No, that was Laszlo we were talking about. But Bruce was in the pits for something. Forgotten where he was in the ranks. Hope he didn't have a drive-through or something. All right, so who has got our best gap here? Who's our best chance for some action? And that is Benny Heim in the KTM, chasing down Jeremy and getting there. Come on there, Benny. Let's get some KTM time here. There's only 2 minutes left here. We'll have time for probably one or two more laps. So he's going to be pushing. Let's just get it in his cockpit here. See how hard he was pushing. Yeah, there. Thanks, Willie. He was in 12th place. Yeah, he must have had a drive-through or something for track cuts. Yeah, it was very entertaining until we had that problem. This might get entertaining right here. Last couple laps, Benny knows he's got to make a move here soon. Just listen to these tires squawk. I'll ask the guys in the post-game interview whether or not they noticed any tire degradation. The game sure makes it sound like there's a lot of scrubbing going on around some of these corners. All right, leaders on the final lap. So this is the last second half of the last lap for these guys. They'll get one more lap in. Have to watch out. There he goes. He knows it's the last lap, so he's pushing hard. Man, he is. This is for 8th place. Jeremy was in about 8th place in the standings also, if I remember correctly. Listen to that. Nice lines here for Benny. He went through that one nicely. So did Jeremy, however. And let's see if that Maserati pulls away. They look both like they had the pretty good corners there. Not pulling away very much. But the lighter car can brake a little bit later, you notice. That's where KTM gains its advantage, I think, in the fact that it can brake later. See, he's caught up with Jeremy now. Let's see what he does coming in here to Villeneuve. didn't brake very late there. Good job. Looked like Jeremy had a little bit of a lockup. Right here, he should brake a little later. Good job, both of them. No sliding there. Saunders is just about to go over the finish line, so I'm going to just jump to him. There he goes. Oh, got the red flag, got the wrong one. Way to go, John. Way to go, John. And there's Steve Howells coming through. And we get a flash from Steve. And Merche not far behind. We get a flash from him. There we go. So that's our leaderboard. Let's just keep going back here with our Benny and Jeremy. Here they go through the last 3 corners. Let's get on board with him. Let's see if he makes a big risk here right around the end. Here it comes. The last 2 corners into Rivaza. Anybody gonna make a mistake? Jeremy's in a little slower. Here he comes. There's a long straight before the checkered flag. Not gonna happen. They're gonna finish 8th and 9th. Good job, however. Good job. Well, that was an interesting race. It was an interesting race. And I am going to quickly go to try to get somebody, guys, into the commentary booth. I'm going to kill the game here. And jump to intro screens. Oh no, I did. Don't gotta get rid of that. Get rid of that. I thought I finished that. Just hang on, guys. Hang on. Get rid of the podium here. Get rid of that podium because I have the wrong names. All right, let me pull in Mr. Saunders. Hello, John, and Mr. Howells, and Mr. Ponoff. How are you guys? Oop. I gotta get rid of, I had the wrong podium up there. Oh, that was an interesting race for us in the back. Anyway, there was some great racing going on. You'll have to watch the stream because you guys, you qualified in this position and you finished in this position, right? Hello, hello. Okay, I have got to talk with my push the talk button on. Forgot about that. Well, there we go.
Hello.
Hi guys. Hi guys. You guys finished in your qualification standings, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, you did. And you qualified in your league standings. So there's not going to be any changes in the league standings. Exactly the same gaps there, guys. Let's start with Merche. Merche, you just couldn't quite catch Steve. You were in that gap, about the same gap all the way along, right?
Yes, right, Mike. I was making too many mistakes, but Steve was fast, consistent and fast. Yeah, great driving.
Yeah, and Steve, you maintained a little bit. John pulled away a little bit there, but you maintained your gap there for the first half of the race. Anyway, how did you find your race?
Not too bad. Still scared of the chicane. Second half, I sort of slowed down a lot for it. Just getting worried that Merch was going to just overtake at some point. But yeah, it was a good race. Really good.
You felt that pressure, didn't you?
I kept seeing him on the map, and it was closing up and then going away and coming back, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make a mistake any minute.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick.
No, it held together. I was quite happy.
Let me take a quick peek here. I'll tell you what your lap times were. Actually, Merche had a better best lap than you did. He had a 1:41.9. You had a 1:42.1.
Yeah, not surprising.
Yeah. And John, you were just out there in front as usual. So how was your race? I meant to ask you guys, all three of you, I'll listen to John first. How was the tire wear with these GT2 cars in this kind of track?
Yeah, it was all right. Pretty good. I mean, I think the car's suited for this track. It's really good around here. I think it's going to be good next week as well. Because it's not. I don't think it's far off the GT3s.
No, not at all.
I've actually, in practice, I've gone faster in this car than I have in the Ferrari.
That's
like
amazing.
Personal best.
Amazing.
So it's really good at this track, and I think next week as well it'll be good.
Interesting. And when you're in the cockpit, we can just hear the tires screaming. I was wondering whether there was any tire wear involved in a 30-minute race.
No, I don't think.
No,
over
no,
30
no problem.
minutes.
No problem.
Not really, eh? So you don't notice any difference in
pretty
handling?
Not over 30 minutes.
No.
No, okay. Yeah, but you certainly see you guys can drift a little bit with these cars going through these corners, right?
Not intentionally, I don't think.
Yeah, not intentionally. I think the race guys call that angles of attack, a nicer way of saying drifting.
Yeah,
I think the hairpin,
that's what we were going
you
for.
drift it round. Yeah, the hairpin you can drift it round a little
Yeah.
bit. A little slow hairpin. You have to sort of like drift it round.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know what we expected from these GT2 cars, but certainly getting some great times out of them there, right?
They're definitely fun. They are fun.
Everybody was worried that not enough grip, a lot less downforce that was going to make it a little slippery, but it doesn't look that way. You guys are handling them quite well.
Good.
Mike, from all the cars in ACC, the best car for me is Maserati.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
car, fun to drive, excellent to control. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
it is very good.
Well, for sure, everybody's driving it, that's for sure. I mean, the KTM guys didn't do too bad today. Krister, I think, qualified 5th or 6th, so he likes that KTM. He puts a lot of time into it, I think, a little.
Yeah,
Mr. Derek Bird.
And Derek's of course in a Porsche. He wouldn't be in anything else. But we were following. I think it was who was it? There was somebody else in the back with a Maserati on a KTM, and the KTM seemed like it could brake later, but then the Maserati just took off after that. Too bad they don't have a car in GT3, huh?
Yeah.
It'd be nice, especially if it had the same acceleration.
That's what you find the best is the acceleration you got, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what we could do if the Ferrari had some acceleration.
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, you're right. All right, guys. Well, great race again. We'll see you again next week. Where are we next week? Do you guys know? I've forgotten to look.
Red Bull, isn't it? Is it Red Bull?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Red Bull, Rick.
Red Bull. Have you guys raced Red Bull much?
A little bit.
I know those of us that do the Thursday night champion race, we had that one at Red Bull a couple of weeks ago. It's an interesting track. There's some interesting corners on that sucker for our kind of cars, All right, we'll see you next week at Red Bull. Bye now.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job, Merch.
Yeah, good job, Steve.
Well done, guys.
Far race.